I'm good. I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. We're recording in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody, and thank you for joining us on episode number 12 of It's All in the Delivery, brought to you by upsandbrowns.com, where warriors get their gear. Go visit upsandbrowns.com and check out all the merch that we have there and that Bobby has there as well with Ups and Browns, guys. Pretty awesome stuff, fellas. Happy day to you. I was going to say Friday, but when people listen, it'll be a Monday, so let's not say it.
Womp
Luke,
womp.
let's start with you, buddy, down in West by God, Virginia. How's it going, bud?
Oh, it was good. Solid day to end the week. You know, Friday wasn't bad. It's been good.
I can't disagree with you more. Or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I can disagree a lot. It sucked. Anyways,
I can tell his body language. Bobby knows. Go ahead.
Bobby over there in Connecticut.
Pathetic. Yeah. If it's not raining, we're not training all day, soaking wet. A couple stay dries. A couple. Don't you have an umbrella? But it's outstanding. Singing in the rain. Let's go.
A couple wet ass packages, if you will.
Yes, it was perfect day for it.
I mean, what a day!
Package, and I was like, yeah, I'll slide it right in your garage.
Nice.
Oh, let's go. Good. That's what the transitions you were talking about. Let's go.
Thank you. And guys, we also have a very special guest today. And let me tell you, our guest is from Zanesville, Ohio. He's been slinging cardboard for just 3 years now. He is married with 2 boys and one on the way. He's a huge Cincinnati sports fan. It's about to get sports crazy up in here with Luke and our guest, and I'm a little worried. But guys, please welcome to the show, Justin Hoerst. Justin, how are you?
What is up, party people?
Yes, sir.
I'm with you, Dave, man. This week sucked.
Oh,
that was a rough week. It started like Monday and Tuesday, not too bad, but then come Wednesday, dude, it was like hammered down.
It was for me every day except Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, bulked out. Friday, bulked out. Thursday, I was back in time to put my son to bed by 7 o'clock. So it was great. You know what I mean? And that's the shitty part.
A good day, 7 o'clock?
Yeah. No, that's real.
Jesus
that's
Christ.
And that's what
that's
I
a
would
good
say.
day.
That's what's sad, man. It's 7 o'clock and this world is a good day.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
My good day was Tuesday, and I was home by like 4:45.
What?
4:45?
What?
Yeah, like, it was like a great day.
That's real.
Guys,
does that happen
guys,
often?
I'm moving to Cincinnati. I'll see you later.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Oh my God.
Does that happen often? Like you could do that twice, 3, 4 times a month?
I mean, if you put an 8-hour request in, I mean, you can get it. I mean, that's not too bad, but yeah, usually it's about 9.5 hour days. So usually it's about 6:30.
Oh,
my end time usually. Start time, we leave. Shit, man, it depends. This week it was like 9:30 every day.
Oh,
it was horrible.
Okay.
Yeah, but usually it's like 8:45, 8:30.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
But we're a small center. We got maybe 35 drivers.
Damn.
That's what I wanted to correct on because he's from Cincinnati but lives in Zanesville. I
Zanesville,
figure Cincinnati Center's probably got a lot more than fucking
they have
35.
400 or 500 drivers. Yeah.
Damn. 35. That's crazy. You were going to say something about it?
Where is Zanesville in relation to Cincinnati? It's like, are you north?
Oh, well,
south,
you know where Columbus is, right?
Yep.
Right in the center. We're about an hour east
Gotcha.
of Columbus.
Are you a Columbus Blue Jackets fan?
Yeah, I don't watch a ton of hockey, but I like the Blue Jackets.
Okay. All right. I'm a huge diehard Rangers fan.
Okay,
so
all right.
Oh, dude.
That's why
Yeah.
you guys are probably
Oh.
gonna go off on football, baseball. I'm gonna be standing back here in the corner with my hockey, and it's just gonna be.
And I feel bad for that. I'm not a big hockey guy either, so I feel bad. It wasn't.
Listen, it's okay.
Yeah.
I like I like that it's the underrated sport of all the national sports.
See, I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't say it's underrated because I'd say it's the last true organized sport left. It just wasn't that big here where I'm at, and I just didn't get into it. So that's really all it was. I mean, watching it as a kid and seeing guys beat the shit out of each other, I thought it would be fucking awesome. But yeah, I just never, didn't get exposed enough.
Yeah.
It's one of them sports too, man. It's better live. Like if you watch it on TV, man, it's just hard to follow. It's just so fast. So you really have to like learn the game before you can watch it on TV. But when you go live and watch it like in person, man, I like hockey that way.
Yeah. So much fun live. So much fun. But
Isn't everything though?
it's
Wait till the
Except
podcast goes live. We get to be in the same room.
Boom.
oh,
Fucking
day.
boom.
boom.
Fuck.
That was a good one. So Justin, take us back. How did you get started with the company?
Actually, I was a seasonal driver first. This was 2017. I actually had a woodworking business before this that I was doing. And I got an email that says, hey, they're looking for seasonal drivers. So I was like, fuck it. I'll fill it out. It's like 5 minutes from my house. So I filled out the application. Literally a half hour later, I got an email saying, be back here at 11 a.m. like that day. Like it all happened that day.
Damn.
So I was like, sweet. So did that for
Nice.
peak. I was a seasonal driver. And then once peak was over, they hired me on preload. And so I did preload for about 3 months. And then I was a driver.
Luke,
Wow.
do you want to talk about that? 3 months?
I mean,
3 months.
it would just.
If you got it, you got it, man. That's how it is.
It's weird now
That's
looking
amazing.
back.
That's
Looking back for me now, Bobby, though, it's weird because 5.5 years felt like 3 months looking at it now. Because, I mean, it just went quick. Not at the time, but, now being away from it.
okay. You said not. Because
not at the time, but like
it was-
now. I mean, now it's been 8 years since, and I'm like, or almost 8 years. Yeah, I mean, that fucking went quick. Seems to go quick in this business because you look forward to the weekends and the week, that's the way I look at it. Like, one day at a time kind of shit. And then next thing you know, fucking, 13 years go by? Yeah, right. The great benefits.
How did you luck out for 3 months? What was it like a surge?
I think it's just because we were such a small center, and then everything just kind of started blowing up at the right time. You know what I mean? So like when I first started, we only had like 18, 17 routes a day in, and then now we're up to like 32 routes in every day. So it's almost doubled in the 2.5 years I've been driving.
Wow.
It's just blown up.
Is it the town itself blowing up, or is it because of the pandemic, or like what do you think?
Well, I think when we primarily started handling Amazon, that kind of blew it up big time too, because Amazon doesn't do it here. Like they don't have anything here. So it's like all us.
That's how it is for us too. They're not where I'm at.
Yeah. So I mean, everything's just, but what's crazy is the main center is like 45 minutes from here. The big, huge factory for them is like 45 minutes from here. So you'd think they would, but I mean, half our route, most of our routes are rural routes anyway. So they don't even want to go on the back road and the hills and in the sticks.
So most of them rural. Is there like a lot of long ass driveways over there, like mile long driveways? Is that what it's like over there in Zanesville?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. And then you get those back first exception warning letters all the time and all that stuff.
Fucking hell, man. I
Hey,
hate
I
those.
noticed you had 5 back first exemptions. What's going on? Like, come on, dude. You know the route. You know what
Wait
I'm
a
looking
minute.
at. Like,
Shut up, Luke.
Wait a minute.
Shut up.
Maybe
Luke.
it's the territory.
No.
Maybe it's the fucking area.
I was
Thank
gonna
you.
say something too.
Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead and say what you're going to say, but I've said it like you till
You
they've
did.
corrected me.
Holy shit.
Maybe it's just the
Yeah, did any-
areas. It's,
Bobby, what do you
No.
call them? What do you call them?
What?
Back first what?
Back first exemptions.
Is that what you call them?
Exemptions?
No. No.
Oh, I was going to say, did you just fucking turn that around on me twice? I did.
What do you call them?
No,
Exceptions.
exceptions.
But both of you guys
No,
call them
I'm
exemptions.
just playing. No, I'm playing off Luke's exemption.
I know you are. I know you are.
All right, because he got.
But-
It's the area, man. I mean, I'm maybe an hour and a half from West Virginia.
That's
You know,
like,
it's
but
maybe
that's
2 hours
crazy.
at the most. So it's gotta be.
Because-
You're pretty much. I mean, the water is warm over here, man. May as well just come on board.
Now we got better dental plans, man.
Mama said they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
What a great movie, by the way. Adam Sandler, 1966. I'll fucking
Shut
throw
up.
it in there. Yeah, right now. That was actually one of the questions that I had, and I was going to have one of these. I may as well ask it now because it got brought up. I said, "Who has more teeth, Ohio or West Virginia?" With
Oh, hands down, dude, Ohio. I mean, come on. I mean, like my sister-in-law cheered at WVU, and so we used to go to all those football games, all those basketball games. And it's just a different breed of people over there, man. God love them. They're
Dude,
good people, good-hearted people.
how crazy how would you tell these guys what Morgantown is like?
Oh my gosh, dude, it was insane. Like the very first game we went to, we tailgated, and we just pulled up to park in like this random bank parking lot, and these three dudes, like they look sketchy as hell, but like they walk up to us like, "Hey man, you want some of this moonshine?" And we were like, it was just me and she's my girlfriend at the time. And we were like, "Oh man, I don't know these guys." And I was like, "Fuck it. All right, whatever." That was the best shit I've ever drank in my entire life. It was like,
We're going. Let's go.
it was like a peach moonshine, homemade. It was so good. And then we went to the game, and it was like she used to get a student tickets because we wouldn't have to buy tickets. She'd get a free student ticket.
Right.
And so we would go, and we would sit in the student section. Dude, that place would be rocking so crazy. It felt like the stadium was going to fall down. I mean, they're jumping up and down, going nuts. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, get me out of here, man. This is not safe. And it would be like, they'd be playing nobody. It'd be like some small, this is when they had like Geno Smith.
Oh, yeah,
Austin.
dude.
Wow.
Those were good years. Those were very good years.
They were dropping 70 every game. And it was like, I remember they played
what?
LSU.
Points?
Points. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, they were.
Yeah, we could score, but the LSU game. Go ahead, I'll let you. But the LSU game, that was a big deal because game day came. That was the first time.
Yeah, that
game day ever
LSU
came
game was like like pregame, like tailgating couches were on fire. I mean, these people were just nuts. I mean, it was like insane. It was kind of like you seen Bill's Mafia, kind of like how they're like jumping like on tables and shit.
Tables and shit.
Yeah, it was like that. I mean, people were nuts. They had no care in the world, man. They were just getting trashed.
Oh, dude. I mean, let's be honest. Luke took out an innocent woman one time, just straight up elbowed her straight in the fucking
I thought he was
face.
going to tell the car story, but
That was that was in the blue lot where that happened. Yeah, if you know if you tailgated, the blue lot's in between of the stadium and Ruby, the hospital. I did that right after a game with just packed. Fucking dumb idea.
so worth it now.
Yeah, but that was a lot of fun going to those, man. That was a lot of fun. Went down to the Orange Bowl that year. They played Clemson.
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude, that Orange Bowl was a blast down there in Florida.
I hate that I couldn't go to that, but I mean, there was a guy on the team that his older brother and me played. I don't know if you knew where Fairmont State is. We're one county down from. I'm like where I live and went to school. It's probably 15 minutes from Morgantown, and I got the Geno Smith years. I actually knew a guy on the team, so I pretty much had a second college run. It was fucking awesome. I was like in college without the classes, just going to games, getting fucking because there was a couple guys that just they would all get tickets, like you said, student tickets. And some of the guys that I met, like they were not from around here, they didn't really play, so they did get five. So I could get tickets, and it was fucking
yeah.
Yeah, them Geno Smith, God, man, I miss them now.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. One of those.
We'll beat Kansas tomorrow, but I don't know how the fuck. I'm not sure how we'll be this year. We're not going to be as good as we were Geno Smith years this season. I'll say that.
I feel like I missed out on a whole shitload. Like I should have went down to West Virginia at least once in my life. Like the way you guys are talking, I'm just like, what? How come no one told me about this place?
It is. It's fun. And what's scary though, man, there's some hilly ass roads, like that get to like these student buildings and shit. And you be leaving, man, these people be trash. Just like they'd fall, they'd just literally roll down hills. Like they wouldn't even give a it was like I couldn't imagine walking home drunk on some of them roads.
I had to think.
That's how it was.
I had to think, and I was trying to think of a story because I was wanting to narrow it down because I had so many Morgantown stories because this wasn't going to be about Morgantown. But so we played, I thought of the best one I could say we played Pittsburgh being our rival, last game of the season. We beat Pitt.
Eat shit Pitt, right?
Eat shit Pitt, exactly. God bless it. And we beat them. We go to the national championship. We're 30-point favorites. Yeah, Steel Trap memories. We're fucking 30-point favorites. We're supposed to beat Pitt's ass. And before we go, so I didn't go into that game because that was 2007. That was before, that may have been that kid's freshman year that I knew, or it might have been the year before he played. But so I knew people at that point. I was actually still in school at Fairmont State. So we were going across the stadium to my buddy's house to watch the game. We see somebody, I'm going to speed this up. There was a girl passed out in the blue lot in a chair, and this is the last game of the season. It's fucking frigid out. So to speed up time, we end up taking her to the hospital way later. We got a hold of her dad on her phone. We had no idea what the score was. No clue. So we end up, I just throw this girl over my shoulder like a sack of potatoes, start walking her to the hospital. And one guy walks up. This is before we didn't have smartphones, so we have no idea. And we're doing the right thing here, but we're fucked up, hammered. So they bring out the gurney. We put her in, and they wheel her in. And by this point, it's like midway into third quarter. And I come out and I'm like, I'm getting to the waiting room. I have a pint of Southern Comfort in my back pocket, and I see the score, and I see that we're losing. And there's like 2 minutes in the third quarter, and I fucking rub my eyes because I'm thinking my contacts are fucked up. I'm like, this can't be happening. So the waiting room's packed because, as Justin said, there was people with alcohol poisoning. There was family members there. There was young kids. This waiting room was packed. I'm rubbing my eyes and I realize we're fucking losing this game, and it's starting to all click in my head, and I'm loud anyway, not realizing where I'm at. I'm like, fuck, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. The guy with me, his last name is Rundle. He's a good friend of mine, one of my best friends. He's like, Luke, you gotta stop, man. They're gonna get us out of here. I was like, it isn't illegal to say this is fucking bullshit. And about 30 seconds later, hospital security said, sir, I was like, okay, I'll walk up. Anyway, the girl, we ended up, she actually, and this is bad, she actually got drugged or something, and we had left her out there, and she was drenched, like soaked. There was nobody around. So essentially they said we saved this girl's life bringing her in. If she would have stayed out there long enough, she would have died. And nobody was out there for at least an hour and a half to 2 hours. I don't know, but so the heroic thing of that was like we did the right thing, but the side story is I got kicked out of the hospital because we blew that game, and I was just a fucking mess. But I was like, I'd want to think of a heroic story, but still give a little twist around Morgantown.
Luke, I feel like all your stories are like that. They're like, okay, this one time I was drunk, but I did like ruin the car with my body, but then I got up, but I was still drunk. Like, it's an amazing story. Like,
dude, the thing is like I'll tell you, I'm shocked that I didn't think I'd have made it to 35. I'm about to be 36.
Me either, bro. And it's only been 12
I should have been gone. I should have been gone in 2006.
Go ahead. What
That's when the car hit me, was 2000.
Okay.
But I mean, there's a lot of other, I mean, I'm sure the more of these we do, I have multiple stories when I should have probably died. And I think every single one of them are alcohol related.
How many? Wait. Didn't we just ask somebody how many lives did they have like 2
Paul,
episodes ago?
yeah.
How many lives do you fucking have?
Yeah.
I mean, I could think off the
11.
top of my head. I think there's
More than I got teeth.
not.
There you go.
Fuck. That was a good one. Touche, Bobby.
I know you got a hell of a smile, but I had to do it with the
It's true. It's true.
But I mean, I can think of off the top of my head, counting that story, at least 4 times that I probably should have kicked the bucket with
fucking
stupidity.
amazing, man.
Dude, I'll say one. I've been going and I'll stop because I'll anyways myself. But one of them, I'm not near the ocean. You know, I live in the mountains, and
Okay.
I went to Ocean City, and it is just it's storming, rain is fucking pouring down, and I'm hammered. And I watched. I'm 20 years
There
old.
it is, Bobby.
I'm
There
20
it is.
years old.
I'm hammered.
Listen,
So
I'm 20
there it
years
goes.
old at this time. Give me that. I don't get like this anymore. I'm 20. I'm 20 years old. We had watched Point Break that day.
Oh, dude.
And I'm just
Dude.
sitting there fucking feeling like I'm Patrick Swayze about to go ride these fucking massive waves. So I have no experience at all. And I go up, I get a boogie board and go out. And it is the fucking waves. There's not a soul on the ocean because it is pissing the fucking rain down. The waves are high enough to when I'm fucking going up them, like to paddle out, I can feel that feeling in my stomach, like when you about slip, you know what I mean? Or like you're going down a road. It wasn't that steep, but like they were high. Obviously, I can't catch them. Well, I ended up getting one, and it fucking pretty much slammed me to the ocean floor head first. Luckily, I was 20 years old. Like I said, I was still playing football and in pretty good shape. But it scratched the top. I had hair back then, but right here, my whole entire skin of my head, like it skinned me completely fucking raw. Like the rest of the time, like it. But see what had happened? Like I tried to get up and I got hit with another one. I thought I was going to drown for about 30 seconds, but then I made it. But that was my other. I got 3 more to tell you. Those were for later dates, but yeah, there's another one for you.
Your big ass on a boogie board would just be something to see. I could see you drunk stumbling out there with a big ass.
Yeah, that was when I was at my
bit.
biggest. That's when I was at my biggest. I was 285, fucking lifting weights all the time and being hammered, just pretty much.
Looks like a little skateboard.
You guys see my boogie board?
Holy shit!
Jesus Christ!
God, I didn't mean to go off that long, but
that was a good start. That was a great start. Had me crying.
Okay, I'm not the only one. Give me a
No.
tissue. Give me tissues.
Whew.
Shit.
Anyways,
Can we send our listeners tissues just in case?
good.
Like, guys, don't worry. When we get up and running, we'll be sending you tissues on the road.
Oh my goodness. Whoa. So I am just so lost right now.
Go ahead. You're the best
Christ.
moderator in the game, man.
Listen, so Justin,
Screw 'em
I heard military background, question mark?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. 8
All right.
years. National Guard, Army National Guard for 8 years.
8 years.
I was a
active?
weekend. I was a weekend warrior like old
Yeah.
Bobby down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, one weekend a month, 2 weeks in the summer.
Mhm.
But for the whole 8 years.
Yeah,
Holy
Oh, yeah.
shit.
yeah. Well, I was going to do 6, and then we were getting ready to deploy. I'm like, well, should I stay? Should I go? What should I do? And I decided to stay in because if I re-upped, I got like an extra $500 a month
Right.
tax free if I did it. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. And so I just stayed in. But then the thing is you had to stay in for a year after you returned. So that's
Ooh.
how I got the 8 years. So I
Gotcha.
re-upped because the 7th year was the deployment, and then I had to stay in for that last year.
Was there like
to
a
get,
guarantee that you wouldn't redeploy? Like they weren't trying to deploy you and then be like, oh, you got another year. Might as well go back.
When we were there, we were actually kind of worried about it because it was kind of towards the drawback. It was 2011 when we got there. We got there actually Christmas Eve 2010. On Christmas Eve is when we got in country. So, and we got back 2011, but we were like kind of when the drawback was happening. So we were like, fuck, man, these people, they aren't going to send someone over here for like 6 more months. They're probably just going to keep us here.
Yep.
You know, but no, but Mississippi National Guard came and relieved us. And so we bounced. So we were there for 10 months.
Okay. So like 10 months, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Warm showers, at least, like better living conditions.
Well, it wasn't too bad. I was in our main base is in Basra, Iraq, which is kind of like near Kuwait, like the southern part of the country. And we had different fobs, and like some of like Gary Owen was where I was at primarily. That place sucked. Like there was no there was like nothing there. It was like a mile around, little cost. Like there was nothing there. So that was a little rough, but
and you were in that base for 10 months?
Yeah, well, I bounced around. I went to there's Adder. There's like 3 or 4 fobs that we traveled around to because we were air defense artillery.
Gotcha.
So our job was called CRAM, is counter rock artillery and mortar. So we would like watch radars, and whenever they would shoot rockets or mortars in at the base, we would sound the alarm, and then let everyone know, take cover, find the bunkers or whatever.
Bro, that shit sucks, man. You have we were in a tent one time and we heard the buzzer, but it was staff sergeant was just like, hit the deck, bro. Like, I don't know, 50, 75 of us just like all at once. I don't know what laying on the ground does, but it
that's what
really
I'm saying.
cool.
Like, whenever I heard that shit, dude, I was running as fast as I could. Like, I wasn't fucking, I'm not going to be a sitting duck. Like, I'm not,
hell no.
that didn't make sense to me. So I would just haul ass to the nearest bunker and
did you do the mop gear level 4 where you're like, you got 2 minutes to put the fucking gas mask on?
Oh shit, I did that one time in basic training. Never saw that shit again.
For real?
Oh yeah,
dude, they did it every 2 days. It felt like 130 degrees, and they're like, there's gas, and we're like out there sweating, and they're like, all right, no, we're cool.
Fuck that. There was actually one time a rocket hit our artillery bunker or the artillery house, where we kept all of our shit. Dude, rounds were popping off for like 6 hours. We were stuck in this bunker. It's 120 degrees, and you're jam packed in there. Like, for people who don't know, the bunkers would look kind of like a big concrete box that was like maybe 6 foot tall, 4 foot wide, and 8 foot long. So like there wasn't a ton of room, and they're open on each end, and you just run under those things, and like you'd be jam packed in there. It was like 6 hours. We were stuck in one of them things. Dude, it was like, fucking come on. That's
they gave us container boxes, like shipping containers.
And Connexes,
Yeah, they just put them under the ground, and they're like, all right, everybody in there. And I'm like, bro, y'all just making it easy to bury us. Like, we're just underground already. You're just gonna plow this shit over.
Just throw some dirt on them.
And be like, oh, maybe baby Marines will grow. That's not how that shit works, bro. So only one tour then.
Yeah, just the one. That's crazy. Yeah, because my first 6, I guess I kind of wanted to volunteer too, because like I did 6 years and didn't do shit. Like really just 1 week in a month, 2 weeks in summer. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I joined up. Might as well just have a story.
Did you take advantage of the VA benefits and all that good nonsense?
Yeah. Well, actually, before I deployed, I went to UC, University of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And I was a sports marketing major, and I almost finished my junior year before we deployed. And then what's crazy, I met my wife. We left in September of 2010, and I met my wife. Our first date was actually July 31st of 2010. So like a month and a half before I left. And we went on like 3 dates, and like I was like, all right, I didn't know what was going to happen, so I kind of just ghosted her for like 2 or 3 weeks before I left.
Fair enough.
And then like when I was over there, she sent a message like on Facebook, and then the whole deployment, we made it. And then as soon as I got back, that's when I moved to Zanesville.
Yeah, she's a keeper.
So I basically left Cincinnati like my last day living in Cincinnati was the day before we deployed. And then as soon as I got back that next day, I just moved to Zanesville. I've been here ever since.
Nice.
Wow. That's awesome.
How did you meet her? Like before, was it through?
We were just out in Columbus, like Cincinnati, and like if you look at Cincinnati's like an hour southwest, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of Columbus, and Zanesville's an hour east. So we were just out in Columbus and just met. Like I had no intentions of like, I'm getting ready to leave. I'm not trying to find a wife right now.
Columbus is a fun place, man. I've been to Columbus a few times. That's
Here we go.
That's a fun. I mean, I'm just saying.
Were you hammered?
This one time I was drunk. And I
one time I got hit by a car.
If I'm out
hit by a car, and then I carried this chick to the hospital, and then.
No, I didn't
Dog
go.
followed me, so I gave it a biscuit. But I turned the corner, and there was another cat, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I went. It was a vet tech conference, and I went along. And I wasn't a vet tech at any time in my life.
Oh my God! What?
Why were you at a vet tech?
No, I mean it's not that interesting.
Oh no, it sounds great actually. Why were you there?
My roommate at the time. This was funny. It might have been 2010 as well. Fuck, we all might have been in Columbus at the same time.
Saying. What if you guys already crossed paths and you didn't know?
I guarantee you we've crossed paths because he was in Morgantown for Geno Smith years, and I was in Morgantown pretty much other when I played football, so exclude 2003, 4, and 5. So like 2002 to 2000, till 2012 or 13, I was pretty much at every home game. So yeah, we probably did cross paths. I might have been one of the people rolling down the hill that he saw.
That's amazing.
And my roommate was a vet tech. That's what it was. She the girl I lived with, it was a platonic room. We'd known each other a long time. And it did. I swear
Hammered and platonic don't go together.
I mean, no, they don't. But I mean, what do you want me to fucking say? I didn't.
That's okay.
I behaved myself.
Keep going with the platonic.
No, I mean, I behaved myself. But I'm just saying, she had I don't know if I forget the situation, but somebody was supposed to go with her and didn't, and she was like, "Hey, what are you doing this weekend? You want to go up to Columbus?" And I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah, I don't have anything going on. I'll go get hammered." And I did.
That's a pretty good haul from Morgantown. That's like a 5-hour, 6-hour drive.
Yeah, dude, it was a trip. It was the ride home Sunday fucking sucked. Yeah, it was a long one, but yeah, Columbus is a fun place.
That's awesome.
That LSU game we were talking about earlier, we didn't get a hotel for some reason. So when we drove, we were 3 hours maybe from Morgantown where I'm at now. We didn't get a hotel, dude. And we were so trashed after that game. And so we sat there, I sobered up a little bit. And we just had to drive home. Every exit I would stop and see if a hotel was available. It was booked, dude. Booked solid.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't go
home. The worst game
4.
ever.
Oh, it was horrible.
The worst game to try to ever get a hotel that night.
Oh, it sucked. That drive home sucked.
That was my grandmother. My grandmother, that game actually, that we went to that game for her 90th birthday. And she just turned 99. But yeah, we went there 90, when her 90th, and she'd never see me. Obviously I behaved around my grandma, but we started making a little comeback. I was hammered. And not that hammered though. I couldn't be that hammered around my grandma, but I mean, it was the fucking LSU game. What could I say? And when we started making that little comeback, I started getting all jacked. And then I looked over and saw my grandma. I was like, oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, Grandma.
But then, yeah, we lost. We fucking lost.
That's when, wasn't it Tyrann Mathieu returned that punt or something and took all the wind out of the it was done.
Morgantown, like he said, was fucking rocking. And the Honey Badger fucking Tyrann Mathieu, we were making a run. Coming back, I think we were down I think it was within a touchdown at that point. And that motherfucker, we were coming back and it's fucking kicked that off and he housed it. And yeah, like you said, you could just feel the fucking air going out of that place.
So, Luke, I mean, I've never been to Morgantown. Bobby's never been to Morgantown. Only you two here have been to Morgantown. And Justin, is it as good as Luke portrays it to be on this podcast?
I think he might have a little bit of Homer in him, but
I'll agree with that.
It is fun. It's a good time. I mean, now shit, I'd be like 10:30. I'd be ready to go back to the hotel. Like I can't hang.
Yeah.
I can't hang now. But yeah, Morgantown's a good time. And like my sister-in-law, she went to school there, but she was on like some accelerated thing where she graduated in like 2 years. I'm like, what are you doing? You're going to West Virginia. It's like the best party school in the country, and you're staying there for 2 years.
Yeah, we're the number one party school in the country.
Oh, hold
every
up.
year,
Wait.
guys.
Are you serious? No, this was never disclosed to us.
Yeah.
I mean, literally since I've been alive, since as far back as I can remember,
well,
West Virginia's been like a top.
Hold up. No, OU, which is maybe an hour and a half south of here, Joe Burrow's hometown, Athens, Ohio, OU. That gives Morgantown a run for its money. That's
Ohio University.
Look it up.
I know. I know they have a good
top 10
one.
party schools. That Halloween party, dude.
I've heard stories. I've never been to OU, but I've heard some legendary stories. So I will give them absolute total respect. But I mean, that could be the homer in me too. It's just
the Appalachian people, man. They just to get fucked up and.
I mean, what he like handing complete strangers jugs of moonshine for that one guy. There was probably another 300. There was probably another 300 doing that.
Yeah,
300. Dave, what are we waiting for?
On a game day, absolutely. Yeah,
Fuck
COVID's fucked everything.
Fuck COVID, bro. With these two telling us stories, we could hit two states in one day.
I know.
Hey, and they're not far apart, man.
Nah, man, we're right beside each other.
Two birds, one stone.
The hammered edition. Come
on. That's and that's, it's funny because there's some people that get pissed about that here, about that reputation. But I'm like, you may as well just kind of embrace it. Like, I was like, people that come here and see that we're not all complete fucking idiots, but I mean, we've got intelligent people here, but we definitely we've got that kind, have you ever watched the Wild and Wonderful Whites documentary before? Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. If you haven't, check that out.
Okay.
The only thing I've ever saw from West Virginia was that show that was on MTV with a whole bunch of teenagers just doing stupid shit. And one of them died, didn't they?
They did. Fucking Buck Wild. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that guy, I don't want to talk shit on that dude because he did pass away, but he died mudding because he got hung up and they passed out drunk, and the Jeep, whatever they were in, kept running, and he died. And I'm sorry. I hate that he died that way, but as a West Virginian who's been mudding a lot back in my younger day, I'm like, man, I would say it would be like me dying by being mauled to death by dogs. That would be the irony of it, about the same, to put it in perspective.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You should be a professional at mudding when you're.
If you're from West Virginia, you've done it.
Like if I go down there and die mudding, it's totally acceptable.
If you died mudding, they would be like, yeah, this dude didn't know what the fuck. He's got pavement all around him. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. Yeah. It would be a tragedy. We would be upset, but we wouldn't be shocked. But yeah, he fucking being a West Virginian and dying that way.
Unacceptable.
Right. I hate to say that, but man.
Yeah.
That's
the only show I've ever seen that featured West Virginia. But anyways. So Justin, you mentioned about OU, and you mentioned the name Joe Burrow. Did you say?
Yes, sir.
Who's this guy?
Go ahead. Joe Burrow's a savior.
Yeah, if he could make it out alive with his horrible offensive line, he's going to be the person that brings Cincinnati back to its glory days on the football field. He is the real deal. I mean, I don't know if you guys watch a lot of NFL football, but this dude is like, he's a rookie coming in.
I will agree.
He's like no preseason, no like off season. He's coming in. He's tearing it up. It's just he's getting the shit kicked out of him.
And he's from Ohio. Did I hear you say that? He's from OU.
Yeah, he's from Athens, which is like an hour. He went to Ohio State. He played football at Ohio State, and he lost he never was the starter, but someone beat him out for the starting job as a quarterback. So he went to LSU down in Louisiana, and he won the national championship, won the Heisman, broke all kinds of records last year and at college. And then the Bengals picked him number 1 overall. Dude's
Like
awesome, man.
it's fucking crazy for the people out that'll listen to this that know Joe Burrow, especially the season at LSU. It's fucking crazy thinking that he got beat out by somebody. You know what I
It was
mean?
by Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah,
like,
Dwayne
dude just got
fucking
benched by the
Haskins.
Redskins. Unreal. Well, what's crazy is here in Zanesville, Athens, when he was in high school, Athens High School played Zanesville, and he kicked the shit out of them, like 60-something to nothing. Like, he just kicked the shit out of Zanesville. And so, like, he was playing here. His dad was, I think his dad was, I don't know if he still is, the defensive coordinator at OU. So, like, they named the high school stadium after him and everything down there. Like, dude's just a baller.
Damn.
So right now he's the quarterback for the Bengals.
Yeah. Yep. Rookie quarterback, first year. I mean, the record sucks, but.
Well, to summarize
it's
to
a real
these
deal.
guys, because this will be to summarize to Dave and Bobby what it's like to be a Bengals fan from the outside looking in.
Oh, dude, we haven't won a playoff game since 1990. Like, it's been 31 years almost.
But how many rounds
No
have you gone to the playoffs since then?
Well, we have, like, from 2011 to 2015, we won every year, and we were out first round loss every year.
Just enough to give them that little inch of hope.
Just enough, yeah.
But just a tip.
The owner, Mike Brown, is like notorious for just being like a shitty owner. He doesn't care about winning. He just wants to, because like that's how they make their money. He's not like one of them owners who's a billionaire off of oil, or whatever, and just bought it for fun. Like, that's how they make their money. So like they put little money into it, and it's just Cincinnati sports in general is like that. But yeah, so we're worried though. He's taking a beating, dude. His offensive line is so shitty. Dude's like the most hit quarterback in the league right now. It's just like we finally got a good thing. We're gonna fucking ruin them.
And I got to make sure I mention, because we said it beforehand, how bad Marvin Lewis. I've said for Marvin Lewis, coached for 15 years. So for 15 years, you had to watch every season knowing that this guy was probably going to fuck up. And just wondering, this is the year he's going to get fired. And 15 years.
When he first started, though, it wasn't bad. He was kind of like the savior, because Mike Brown was the one making all the choices. Like, he didn't want to spend money to bring players in. Like, there's stories, like, they wouldn't even have Gatorade. Like, they'd be in the practice, like in their stadium, like
the
working
company.
out after
This is
practice.
NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they wouldn't even have Gatorade.
Kind of sounds like the company, right?
Yeah, the company.
Yeah. It's a lot like that. And so, like, he kind of changed the culture. He changed the culture at first, but then it was like, dude, come on. You've been here for 15 years. You still can't win a goddamn playoff game. Like, but shit, we ain't done shit since he left either. So it's like,
Maybe they have a good union over there.
The fucking thing with sports is that if you're like Bob, I just like, if you're not much of a sports dude, right? And that's fine, because it saves you so much fucking heartache and bullshit. Dave, you're a Rangers fan. You know what I'm fucking talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It saves you so much unnecessary. I'm probably outside of the alcohol and getting hammered in Morgantown just from the sports alone and my fucking care for being a Mountaineer fan. That's probably still taking a couple years off my life just for being fucking pissed off.
In time too. Like, my wife bitches at me because every Sunday I want to watch the Bengals game. Like, I know they're probably going to lose. They suck, but I still want to watch it. So, like, every Sunday for 3 hours, 4 hours, I'm sitting there and I'm just in a horrible mood afterwards.
See, this is what you're missing, Bobby. This is what you're missing, dude.
I remember it like briefly when I was younger. Let's say like middle school. You know that uncle that's not an uncle? He was a huge football fan. He would bring us to the games like live, Patriots and everything, and we're like, yeah.
He's probably like your dad's bookie or something.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I just found out my uncle used to say that he grew tomatoes, right? And for the longest time, I'm like, Uncle, you suck at farming. Like, these tomatoes suck. There's no tomatoes here. When I finally got older, I realized that tomato plants don't have 5 leaves or whatever, how many leaves they are. And I was like, son of a bitch, this motherfucker wasn't growing tomatoes. So, so he might have been like the NFL guy. But I used to like the Raiders. So I'm like, yeah, but the Raiders never won when I would watch them. And then after a while, I was like, fuck, I'm not doing this anymore. They're not winning. Fuck
Dude, you've saved yourself so much bullshit.
A lot of time, right?
God, man. But I mean,
But the
I
crazy
would,
thing is too, like right after the game, you're like pissed off. But then like that night, you're like, all right, whatever. Then Monday, you're like, man, all right, I'm ready for this. We got it this week, man. I can't wait till Sunday. And you do it all over again.
It's like the
And
company. It's like the
Yeah.
company. Exactly. All right. It's going to be a good week. It's going to be boom.
Yeah,
Fucking
Monday
load sucks. Fucking 9 airs. Ugh.
dude, I had something. I did kind of have. I feel like it was sort of a curse today. Speaking, we'll say sports jinxes. This wasn't. This was with the company. We were on the phone call today, and Dave couldn't find shit this morning. Is that right? That's right,
I love
Dave.
this company. The company. I love that.
So Dave couldn't find a thing, and my day at first wasn't starting off bad. And I was sitting there, and I said to him, I was like, "Oh man, I hate that you're having a bad day." I was like, "If this is somebody in my center talking to, I'd probably just laugh at him, be like, yeah, fuck you, and just go ahead." But then, so as I go, so we get off the phone, and I swear to God, if it wasn't the next fucking stop, maybe the one after that, and I couldn't find it. And then the next one I couldn't find. Then I had something. I had like four, and I could find 3. And dude, I mean, I couldn't. I went on such a bad. I was like, it's a fucking curse, dude. I fucking said it. I was like, the fucking partial gods. They fucking heard me, and they said, "Fuck you, Luke. Happy Friday."
Why have you forsaken me, parcel?
Dude, that's every day this week. Every day this week, I was like that. Every single fucking day.
Yeah.
Can't find shit, or you have like misloads, like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Do you have 3.0 up there?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
3.0
that
got the
sucks.
craddles and everything. Do you know what though? Like I was listening to the last
I love
podcast.
it. I love it.
And you guys are talking about it, but like, and I noticed I paid attention this week. Like, there's no delay in it now. Like, it is smooth.
It's
Like,
gotten
it's
a lot
crazy.
better.
It's crazy. Like, you're like at first you
Yeah.
like clicking the button, you're like, fuck, come on, and then, but now it's like, dude, it's smooth.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they got the kinks out or not, but it's been a lot better this past couple weeks.
Yeah. I mean, granted, Orion still sucks ass, but
Yeah.
but yeah, you're right. I haven't noticed that recently. I mean, I haven't been looking for it, obviously, but I have noticed that it's not.
Did we just get used to the
They
shittiness?
got you. Yeah, they got you, man. Just
That
like
could-
a
that could be
mindfuck.
it.
Or
You know when
maybe.
they work you till 8 and then they get you off at 7, you're like, thank God it's 7. No, it's a mind fuck.
Dude. If we're gonna think about peak, I mean, I saw on the news this morning that Prime Day was record numbers already, right?
Oh my God, dude.
So-
it was bad.
This peak's gonna be one of the fucking. This might be if sports
The
analogy. This will be the Super Bowl, dude. This might be the Super Bowl of our careers. This fucking peak season. It really
it's
may
crazy.
be.
Like last peak, we had an awesome center manager. He hooked us up. Like last peak was the best. Like we didn't work we weren't out of dark at all last peak. It was crazy. Like we were like 8.5 hours every day. It was insane. We had like PVD drivers. We had all like he hooked us up. He's the best center manager I've ever had.
Wow.
And so like this past week was the first time in like a year and a half I delivered in the dark. I was like, fuck this, man. This sucks. But yeah, the peak's gonna be like that this year. Peak's gonna be horrible.
Mhm.
No helpers. You
Who
guys
is
get
this
helpers?
guy? Is this guy a new manager?
Hold
or
on.
I
you-
chose not to have one this year.
I heard we're getting them, and as
Yeah,
far
they gave us the option.
as far as right now, we don't have an option yet. I just heard that we're getting helpers, and I haven't heard about an option yet. So,
Brannick.
but with my track record,
Dude,
they
Oh,
may
they're
not
gonna
even give me
find-
one.
They're
They
going to
may
find
not even
the
give me one.
whichever one ranks. If they do scores or grades, whichever one gets the F's going to Dave.
You know what
Dude.
though? In your defense, Dave, that guy probably doesn't even remember it. At least maybe only half. Unless maybe half the time. He might remember half the time.
Probably. But the most wildest thing about it though is he showed up the next day to work.
See, he forgot already.
It's like, I know, right? Exactly.
51st deliveries.
Oh shit! Oh god, dude! And you know, I see it. I look at Dave and I'm like, when we think of that, when he tells that story, I'm like, man, that's one of the most savage things ever. I fucking love it because that's something you hear from, but the dropping off and leaving, you know, that you don't hear that. I feel like you hear that from way more old school people have been around a while. You know,
He's
that's
second
not.
generation. Second
He's,
generation.
he is second
He's-
generation.
He's
That's
got
true.
tips and tricks that most
But
of us
that
don't.
fucking just the cherry on top is that you know that he was who he was. And I got to give another shout out here because I don't know, Misty actually, I don't know if she sent you guys this. She sent me photographic evidence of the pig fucker.
Yeah.
Did she send you guys the picture of the pig fucker?
He looks like a pig fucker.
He does.
Like
He
you can
does.
imagine a pig fucker.
Dude.
Oh, spot on.
I
Spot
fucking
on.
and I was like, I looked at that kid, I was like, man, oh wow. Yeah, it's like you just see it and you're like, wow, that guy he does look like a fucking pig fucker. Oh, dude. And I'm so glad that guy's from California because I'll tell you right now, that story that would have came from a dude. If he'd have been from West Virginia, I'd have been pissed. But
if it's West Virginia, that's like a Tuesday.
Yeah,
That's
where you going with it. Oh, that's Jimmy over there. He fucks pigs.
Yeah.
He's got 3 teeth. He's fine.
Oh my god.
God. That's anytime if I hear something a little fucked up, I'm like, where are they? Oh, good. They're not from here. That's good.
I like how you're really worried about that though. You're like, there's a good chance he could be, but
Well, I mean, yeah.
5 teeth. He's good.
I was talking about embracing who we are. And like I said, there's plenty of good people, friendly people, but we do like to have a good time here. We fucking do.
I cannot. Hey, West by God, Virginia. I can't wait to meet y'all.
Isn't it wild and wonderful?
It is wild
Here
and
you go,
wonderful.
here you go. Here's
look behind you.
Speaking of wild and wonderful, there's the newest addition to the family.
That's the
That
pig
is
fucker.
Daisy.
Oh, so my bad.
No, that's not
bad
the pig
timing.
fucker. The pig fucker is somebody that yeah, there he is. That guy right there. Ashley, look. That guy fucks pigs.
That's the guy.
Yes.
That's another Tuesday.
That's the guy.
He lives on the other side of the country.
Yeah, don't you?
Who does he look like? Tell me who he looks like. No, never mind. I won't give government names because they wouldn't appreciate them saying that they look like a pig fucker.
Hey, Dr. Nomad, how are you?
I love the video.
Dr. Nomad.
Love it.
Dave, she's singing your praises, she loves the video.
Thank you.
God.
Now, see, it's a good thing my wife's not big on social media, man, because if she would have saw them dance moves, I might be a single man right now.
Iraq wouldn't stop her, but those dance moves.
Those dance moves, boy.
That's because he does the stretching in the morning.
Now, like, was it really raining, or did you just like spray the hose to get everything so it looked like it was wet, or like was it when you were doing the dance? Was it really raining, or did you just like hose down the yard to make it look like?
I can't give away the secrets.
Oh,
I
well
can't give
played,
away the
sir. Well
Hollywood
played.
like secrets, bro.
You know, your
It
wife
was
was
a
like in the
hose.
tree with the
It was a
hose.
hose in a tree.
There might have been some teamwork done.
Oh yeah. Definitely teamwork. But oh my gosh. So talking about helpers, bro.
There we
3
go.
years. You've had a few helpers.
Yes,
I'm sure you've had good ones and bad ones.
Like I've had more bad than good.
Oh yes,
But, like-
let's go.
What like what they were saying about you just kicking them. Like I can't kick them out of the truck, dude. Like I just roll with them the rest of the day. Like
Yeah.
especially because like even if they're bad and they give you like a sob story, like yeah, I just need a job, I need the money.
Mhm.
Right.
It's like fuck. But yeah, I got a
go
couple.
for
My
it, too.
first, my very first, like not my seat when I was a seasonal driver, I didn't get a helper, obviously. But my very first peak as an actual driver, I get this guy, and he's a preloader. So I'm like, okay, he kind of knows what's going on, you know, he loads the trucks, whatever. And so we're going out, and he's fine, like all day, ran, did everything right. So I drop him off to his truck. He says goodbye, whatever. So the next morning, I get called in. The center manager says, "Hey, come in here for a second." I'm like, oh, fuck, okay, what's going on? He said, "How was your helper yesterday?" I said, "Good. Why? What's up?" He told me, he said he broke his ankle with you yesterday. And I said, "Nah, no." I said, "Homeboy was running all day. Like he was fine. He got into his truck. He was fine." And he's like, "Well, I might need you to write down a statement and all this stuff," because he was trying to get workman's comp by saying, you know, he broke his ankle on the job. And so I was like, "Nah, he was good with me. Like I'll write down anything you want me to say." And the dude broke his ankle, and somehow he got disability all through peak. Didn't have to load a single truck the rest of peak. Like this was like the first week we had helpers too. So he's like, "Fuck it, I'm breaking my." He broke his ankle for real, but he said he did it at work. Got disability, like rolled through the rest of peak. at home.
That's the dude that when people really get hurt and they like follow you.
That's what fucks you up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Son of a-
Yeah, but the funniest one, I had this girl. She was an E-reg. She could throw some weight around.
She was an
she could grab
E-reg.
those. Yeah, she was an E-reg.
I didn't know what he said. I just want to keep going with it, but thank you, Dave. Best moderator in the game. Could you describe what you mean by E-reg?
E-reg is an irregular package that is overweight. It should be a team lift, or it's just too big. I mean, she could throw some package around. So,
oh my God! Hashtag that. Hashtag that.
She's in the jump seat. We're going. I'm like, all day long. We haven't stopped. I'm like, all right, I had to go to the bathroom. So I'm like, and she's like, okay, good. Me too. So I'm like, okay. So then we go to this bathroom. Of course, they have like one bathroom. They don't have like the men's and the women's. So we have one bathroom. And I was like, all right, you go ahead and go. And so I'm waiting. All right. No lie, bro, like 15 minutes. I'm sitting there. She's just stuck in there 15 minutes. No lie.
No way.
Finally, she comes out. And I'm like, I know what I'm getting ready to walk into. Like, I just knew. Like, you don't go in there for 15 minutes just because you're washing your hands or whatever. Dude, I literally, it took everything I had to not just pee in the back of the truck. Like, yeah, it was bad. It was horrible. It's like we get back, she went out to the truck. So I walk back to the truck. What do you say? Like, you can't say anything. Like,
you smell
it was just the most awkward and just like, and the smell kind of followed. So it's like, even when we're driving down the road, you still just kind of, it's kind of just like stuck there. So like you're driving around, you turn the heat off, open the windows, like just trying. And dude, I was like, oh my God.
Just warm.
Yeah, it was cranking.
Warm
It was like, oh.
E-reg smell. Oh.
Yeah.
Holy
it was
cow.
Yeah, but then like last year, man, it was like I got a different helper every day. We just couldn't keep them. And it's like
they're getting smarter.
Even the good ones, man, they'd be like, all right, cool, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, right. Yeah. They don't never come back.
They're definitely getting smarter. Like
they are. They're
like
man.
this year, I don't even think there's going to be helpers. They're going to be like, fuck this. I'm going to do 9 TikToks a day and be fucking viral. Fuck you and your helpers.
No. It's going to be more. Oh, let me see. I could get paid $10 more driving my personal vehicle delivering.
Yeah.
And get reimbursed by the mile.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck
not?
And
then the people we get are the ones who don't have driver's license. The ones who don't have driver's license, they don't have. They can't get a job. So that's what we're gonna get stuck with.
And then you gotta go pick them up in the middle of fucking nowhere, and then you're waiting. They're like, "Where are you, bro?" I'm in the cab on my way. I'm in the Uber on my way. Like,
you either have them or you have the fucking old people that are retired and just thinking they want something to do and not realize it's fucking labor.
And they talk nonstop.
Yes, they're just so fucking.
I have another story. All right, and I don't think I've told this one, and Luke reminded me about the older person. So this was an older lady. Did I tell the one?
I don't think I've heard this. I just know about the
short lady that I had.
No.
Last year, actually. And okay, so let me tell you real quick. So so it was right after the PCM.
He's fucking laughing. I can't wait.
It was right after the PCM, and all the helpers. Well, not all of them. Some of them were already at the building. They allowed them to come to the building, and then we'll take off with them from there. And supervisors calling out names like, yeah, you, John, Zach, Warhowski, and then he looks at me and he goes, Dave, and he points down at the helper. And I'm just like, and I'm like a little ways away. I'm like off in the back a little bit, and I'm watching him. He's like pointing down, and I'm like, where? Like, where is this guy talking about? He's like pointing down. He's like, right there. And I look down. It's this like 60-year-old woman. All right.
Could you please could you just say the word midget, please?
No.
Please.
That's what I was waiting for.
No.
I think we all were.
But she was
good job. Good for you, Dave.
She was very, don't get me wrong, bless her heart, she was a kind woman. She was very, very nice lady. And so I was like, "You got to be shitting me!" My first thought is like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" And like, I don't want to leave this woman out in the middle of nowhere, because I'd go straight down to the fucking center of hell for that one. But
for that one, you will be
fine.
For the very nice old lady.
Schizo's fine. Yeah.
So then I was like, all right, yeah, hey, yeah, I'm Dave. Come with me. I'll show you the truck, and let's go to the truck and get ready to go. All right. When we come up and we go around the back of the truck, this was her reaction. Okay, I shit you not. She, yeah, she looks at the truck and she's just like, "We got to deliver this all. We got to deliver all this."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Really?" "Yeah, all of it until it's empty in here." She was like, "Oh my lord," and she just kept going on about how and so like she's sitting in the jump seat. They're still fucking still loading up trucks and shit a little bit here and there, whatever air that came late. And and she's sitting in the jump seat and like I'm helping load up, getting ready to go, and all I hear from the front is like she's looking around the corner into the back like, "I can't believe we got to do this all." And I'm just like, holy fuck, this is going to be the longest day ever.
Can I I want to ask you, because I'm trying to get a size, like how the size of this woman. So have you seen Golden Girls, Dave?
Yeah.
So that is she like the size of like the old woman, like the mom, like that little, like,
Super
is that
short.
what she looks like?
Super short. She's probably like 5 foot nothing. And
I mean, God.
I forgot to mention the most important part. Okay.
Blind.
No, she was wearing Uggs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tom Brady wears Uggs.
Yeah, well, she was wearing Ugg boots out delivering. Okay, so
Yeah.
anyways, we get on route. I'm like, oh, here's this package. Goes over there. She goes, comes back. Not a brisk pace, no nothing, no hustle. Obviously, she was just walking it off. I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to say something now. Obviously, like, listen, I need you to hustle, and like you obviously try coaching your helpers through it on your way out to your route. Whenever, like, as soon as you get into the truck with them or the car or whatever with them, like, you're telling them like, this is the way it's gonna go. When I stop, you hop out. I'm gonna toss it on the floor. I'll tell you which house goes. You go. And so obviously I'm doing that, but for some reason it just doesn't click with this woman. And so whatever, fucking probably like 30 stops in, she's complaining every stop. She's like, "Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting this." It was, it's like, I was like, and so, I tell her like, yeah, this isn't, I know this job's not for everybody. I know it's not for everybody, and I kept telling her because I'm like, I need her to quit. Like, I need her to quit right now on me.
You weren't going to leave her. You weren't going to kick her out.
Right. I wasn't going to kick her out. I need her to quit. And so then I kept kind of reverse psychology in her, just like telling her like, if you don't want to do this, I completely understand. I won't be mad, and if you have a
Please,
friend,
I think you don't want to do this.
Yeah, exactly. So then I had this one stop at this farm with horses. Luke, you're very familiar with horses.
I am.
But
See, now you
shut up.
All right. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna mute myself.
That's an inside joke. I'm sorry. That'll never be told here on the podcast. But
yeah,
Justin, we'll tell you afterwards. Bobby, stop laughing. You're making me laugh right now. So anyways, had this delivery for this farm, and I said it goes over there. She goes, I'm in the back getting the next stops. I mean, I got probably the whole truck sorted by now because she's taking forever. And and she comes back, no bullshit. Like, this should have only took a minute and a half walk, there and back total, minute and a half, right? And and it took her like 5. And I'm just like, where is this woman? I'm like peeking my head out around the door. I don't see her. I'm like, did she fucking hop on a horse and go? Like, did she just piece it? And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like looking around, and then all of a sudden she comes out of nowhere. And she's back in the truck, and she's just like, you thought I left you, didn't you? I want to be like, I wish you did. But like, I didn't say that, obviously. Very nice old lady. And I just told her, again, listen, if you have a friend, if that wants to come pick you up, I completely understand. I'm not going to be mad. My bosses aren't going to be mad. Don't worry about it. I'm just talking her into quitting now, And then now she was like, all right, listen, I was texting my friend, and she's going to pick me up at the gas station in town. Do you mind dropping me over there? Honey, Not a problem. I go drive whatever 2 miles out of my way to go drop her off at the gas station in town. Say, see you later. Have a good day. Now, this is where it gets funny. So then I call my boss after I leave her. I said, boss, my helper just quit. What the fuck's up with you and your helpers, Warhowski? And he's just like laughing and everything. Like as he's saying it, he's like, what's wrong with you? Like, why can't you keep a helper? You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't know, but don't worry about it. I dropped her off at the gas station. She's good. She's good, bro. You know, she could, it's just, you know, and I didn't see her again. But that, I mean, you know, fucking.
What was her name?
I don't remember.
Oh, that's messed up.
Is it?
Susie.
No, it was
Susie?
Probably like Linda.
I was thinking Gail. Like
Ethel.
Gail.
It
Like
could
I
have
like
been Gail.
Gail. Yeah,
Ethel.
Gail or Ethel.
Yeah. Ethel?
The only thing I gotta say,
Karen?
just to make sure, because that sounded fucking bad, but I'm not gonna say anything. But the inside joke, it's nothing that I did. I'm just going to say that because
Good cover.
that's
Good.
it.
That'll come in
That's a guilty
December.
conscience. That sounds like a guilty conscience.
It
to
does,
me.
right?
God, doesn't it?
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
I actually told this story tonight when I got back to the center to another driver who listens to the podcast, and I was talking about, I don't know how it even came up. Oh, no. He was talking about how he loves when, shout out to Al. Big Al.
Big Al?
Big Al Robinson. Yep.
What's up, Big Al?
So
Big Al Robinson.
Al loves when Bobby laughs hard. Like, he's like, dude, when Bobby starts laughing hard, like he's like, he just loses it. He starts fucking cracking up so hard.
Dude,
when he
it's the
just
best
hears
medicine.
you like just laughing hard. But oh yeah, Phil.
Now you got me counting on my teeth.
What the fuck?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're gonna see
my
the YouTube video.
I'm making sure all my molars are in shit.
Oh my god.
5, 6.
He's still going. All
Well, I
right.
can only count to 7.
Unless it's birthdays, then that's just different story.
So Justin, let me ask you real quick, buddy.
Oh,
Do you
shit.
have anything for us? Do you have any questions for me, Bobby, Luke?
Like, y'all been fired yet? It seems like that's like a thing. Like they try so hard to get you qualified to where you're like, you know, and then it's like, boom. All right, now what can we do to fire this fucker?
Oh, you mean for the company for real? I just got recently suspended for the first time. Some new manager came in and was like, "Yeah, you missed a scan or 3 or 4," and I was like, "Oh," he's like, "Suspension," and I was like, "Oh shit." Union guy.
Wasn't that the same thing? Like, what's the difference between a suspension and getting like that? To me, that's the same thing, isn't it? Like,
They got the weird rules where they're like verbal.
Yeah, you can get like a 3-day suspension, and you don't get fired. It's complicated. Well, I don't know. It's just they do different shit.
I talked to a dude. He sent me a picture of his dyad message. It said, "We're auditing trucks. If you roll a package, you'll be walked off the property." And I'm like, that's how they treat you? Like you could have maybe missed a scan, like just an accident. Like I don't think anybody does it on purpose, but they're gonna walk you off and like terminate you. And he's like, "Yeah, it's totally legit." I think that was out in Cali. I'm not sure. But
like
Serious
when I
about
first
them
started,
scans.
dude, it was like I have a crazy story. Well, like the whole way, my first few months of driving is just like crazy. So before I even started working there, we planned a vacation in July 4th week to go to Austin, Texas. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we do that, and I actually get hired as a preload, and then they send me I went to school and did all that and qualified. My very first week, actually as a driver, was July 4th week, and I had no vacation. I had no time to take off. I was like, oh fuck. So I rescheduled for like that October. We were going to like Disneyland. We're taking my boy to Disneyland. And so that's what we did. And so I'm telling my on-road like 2 months in advance, like, all right, I'm taking this Thursday, Friday off. It's like a 4-day weekend. We're going out, whatever. We're going to Florida. I told him all about it for like 2 months. He's like, all right, cool. So the week of, I don't have any days. I don't have any optional days. I don't have anything. And I asked him, I said, what do you want me to do? He said, just call off that Thursday, Friday. Just call off. I said, all right, cool. So I call off Thursday, call off Friday. And then our flight back Sunday gets canceled.
oh shit.
So I'm stuck in Florida. I'm like, fuck. So next flight isn't until Tuesday. So get back Tuesday. Well, when I'm at the airport, my union steward calls me. He's like, "Hey, you're probably going to get some time off from this." I'm like, "From what?" And I was all pissed off. So I get back. I get a warning or a 72-hour letter saying I had like 72 hours to show up, or I was fired. So I showed up that next day. It was like a Wednesday. I show up, and the on road stuck up for me, but the center manager like put me down as like a no call no show for 4 straight days. So like that. Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So like I had like 2 weeks off out of it. I had to go to a hearing and like get my job back and all this shit. And that was like my first 3 months on the job. Like motherfucker,
I know people that have had to go to hearings and shit. Like I've seen that's happened here. I know guys like that. And some have got fired permanently, and some others get their job back. But I've only like Bobby. I've got suspended, but that was it.
Because it seems like at our center, man, I don't know what it is, man. We have like 5 or 6 dudes that are like on their third and fourth go round. Like they keep getting their jobs back. Yeah. And it's like it seems like there's I don't know much. This should be our center then, man. They like to fire people or something.
We had one guy that got fired permanently, but he probably got fired about 3 or 4 times before he finally got fired. Yeah, I mean, they can pop back up, man. They're resilient.
The only guy I know that got fired permanently was fucking stealing guns. He was delivering to a gun shop and he would steal one. Like he would deliver one, steal, sell one. Deliver one, steal one, sell one.
God, you just wonder what the fuck. Like, oh, they're not gonna notice. And
yeah, right.
And really, how much money are you making off that? Like, it's not like you're making a year's salary off that.
No.
Yeah, right.
Like, so,
you
like,
fucking lose
like,
your job over one gun.
Yeah.
Like, man, this 12 gauge looks good. Ooh. Fuck, man.
Oh man, I could use that $1,000 right now.
Right?
Like it just doesn't make sense.
No. Stupid.
And I wish I could tell you, like I seen him, driving a Bentley down the street, but I don't know where the fuck he went. Like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Don't steal kids.
All right, guys. So let's get into the question of the week that we posted. I heard Justin had one. So the question of the week this week was, what is the weirdest thing someone was wearing when they answered the door?
Yeah. This is crazy. This is still the craziest thing that's ever happened in the 3 years I've been doing it. So it's like one of my first stops. It's like 9 a.m. I'm walking down this driveway and there's a note. I scan note and the board pops up. It says delivered to back porch. It's like, all right, cool. And so I'm walking around the back porch and it was like a ranch style house, but like the bait had like a walkout basement in the back. And so like they have a deck and then like a patio underneath the deck. And they have like when I'm walking by it, there's like this curtain that's like hanging over that side of the deck.
Oh no.
So like, okay. So like I walk around and no shit, this woman, she's probably in her mid-50s, is standing there, nothing on but a robe. And the robe's like wide open. And she's smoking a cigarette. And there's this dude sitting there, butt ass naked with his legs crossed. And he's literally reading a newspaper. He's reading a newspaper. And I said, oh, sorry, and like, oh, no, you're fine. Like he reaches for the thing. Like nothing had happened. She's like half naked in a robe. He's butt naked, like literally nothing on, legs crossed, sitting in a chair, like reading a newspaper. Looks up, like, oh, hey, thanks. Like no flinch, no like, oh, I'm sorry, like no cover up or nothing. And that's still the craziest thing I've ever seen.
That's
like,
confidence.
Dude was just butt naked.
So mine's very relatable to that too. And Bobby knows this one, I think. And I have a customer of mine. And same fucking thing, actually. The sign that says, please deliver the package to the back door. And they don't use the front door at all. This is my first time. It was the first summer on this route that I have, current route. And I open up the gate, start walking in. And there's this guy, butt ass naked.
I don't know.
In his lawn chair, reading his Kindle. But here's the thing: his legs weren't crossed. Yeah,
bam.
Yeah, and there wasn't a wife or anything. It was just this guy, butt ass naked in the backyard.
You and him. Did you keep eye contact?
Just
stuttered.
No, I didn't. Fucking eye contact, dude. It was just straightforward.
His one eye. He could contact out that one eye.
Oh, gross. And yeah, dude, that was probably like the. But there was actually a second time. This one's actually funny. There was a woman that answered the door once. She it was some type of fucking silk, some type of silky material robe,
Keep going.
and she was also wearing a cowboy hat. And, yeah.
Chaps, come on. Please,
Yo,
please say
yeah.
chaps. Please say
Oh,
chaps.
so I mean, you gotta. I know. So I mean, you gotta put two and two together, right? Like,
Yeah.
she was doing something upstairs or living out some guy's fantasy upstairs with a cowboy hat on or something. And that one, I remember that one was pretty good. But but yeah. So what about you guys? What about you, Luke or Bobby?
Delivering to the hood is good. Like they always show up in like the tank tops with no bra, or like they're in the shower. I'm like, oh my goodness, and I'm like, it's okay, girl, got a package for you. Shit is nuts. Like you don't know whether to be a jet. Like you're like, oh, I apologize. Like I don't know. Or the signature required too is good.
So I had to deliver a poop box to man. So
His
this
stories
guy,
are incredible.
What a segue.
You're
this
gonna
guy
Luke as a grandfather is gonna be the grandfather that every kid wanted growing up. He's like, back in my day when I was drunk at the WLB's game.
Living a poop box and like 2 years later.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
this fucking guy answers the door, and he's got nothing but tighty whities on, and the only way I can see it. The only way I can see it is from the side of the tighty whities because his gut, the overhang, is covering everything else. So it looks like he's fucking nude. And I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, man, this dude's going to have to, if this is the guy that's got shit in his box, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be able to, this box going to be able to handle it.
Extra instructions.
Dude, I mean, like your video you made, Bobby. I mean, it might look like that. It might look like that fucking box, dude. I didn't pick it up. I'll tell you that, but I was still covered then. Thank Christ, I didn't have to fucking go back there.
Oh my goodness!
This shit is ridiculous.
Like I don't know where you guys are at, but here, whenever we get an on-demand pickup at a residential, that's what it is 100% of the time.
Oh my
100% of the time.
And those are Saturday air. Those are Saturday fucking airs. I hate that.
No,
I fucking hate that.
I'm not doing it.
Like this shit can't just ferment for another day and fucking do. Like on a Friday, if you get an on-demand pickup or an ODS, whatever you guys call them, yeah, like you said, residential, it'll fucking happen. You're sitting there and you got a fucking Saturday air on a Friday where normally fuck your mouth Friday is real a lot of times. So I'm just saying, then you got committed air on Friday. So you're getting shit on kind of in both ways.
Oh my goodness! And
it's never from like a legit like nice neighborhood house or anything either. You know, it's always like these mile-long driveways with like a shit trailer with like no turnaround, and like they come out and hand them to you like they're proud. Here you go, thank you. Like,
like we don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
Who the fuck I want to know who invented that. Would be something to Google. Who thought of the shit box shipping? Who thought of this?
He's a genius. He's a genius. Think about it. We're gonna give you a box, you shit in it, and you pay us.
Does anybody else does like
my dick in a box, like my shit in a box? That's your next video right there, Bobby.
Yeah.
That's your next video.
Does anybody else like see the commercials and with like the brown truck in it, and you're like, you motherfucker?
Yeah.
It's like
they wouldn't put the logo in.
No.
You notice that they don't put the logo in because they're like, oh no, we're not going to put the shield in because the motherfuckers. Never mind. We know they would just be. Let me hold on. Where's the camera? There we go. There's that money sign.
They have commercials. I never seen them.
Oh, they do.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's the logo. There's a little logo on the side of the shit box. It's like the shit box cartoon kind of thing, or whatever you want to call him. He's a little logo on the fucking commercial.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to the question. We also had a few people chime in as well. Thank you guys for that. One here from Facebook. This is from Justin Schluter. Maybe? Justin Schluter. It actually is a cardboard warrior couple.
Oh.
They both battle cardboard?
They both battle cardboard, I believe. And Justin says it was a female, just answered a door in a red thong. She happened to do it to a few of the drivers that he knows because I guess she's a dancer.
Oh,
So
just practice then.
I mean,
Dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe she had her new thong being delivered at times. She was like, or maybe it was a top, and she was like, I need this now. Thanks.
I had a delivery like that when I started.
Here we go.
Woman would every time I went, she would tip me $3 to $5, always in singles. And it would always be Venus or Victoria's Secret when we had that. And every time I show up, I'm like, come on, this gotta be the time. Like, this is the time where she's gonna open the door in her dancing uniform and then give me the dollar bills that she earned last night back to me for her new uniform that she's gonna get back. Nothing.
It was a vicious circle.
Uniform.
Act like you
I
thought,
love
but
it.
still.
Also, we had moving over to Instagram, our boy Chris Slammer. Chris Slammer.
Slammer
Hammer. Guest of the podcast. Obviously nothing.
Just straight nothing.
Straight
Just nothing.
Just nothing. Wearing nothing. A_Gonzo15 says, dude answered the door with his shirt off and a colonoscopy bag showing. And let's just say he was in the middle of taking a shit and I saw it all.
Well, if you have a colonoscopy bag, you don't really have to go anywhere. Like, do you take one? Like, then it's like,
This got weird. Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
if you have a bag, you don't really take a shit. It's just kind of like flows into the bag, doesn't it? Like, doesn't it kind of?
Wait, he was holding his shit bag?
I guess. I don't know.
Well, that's what it is, right? A colonoscopy
right?
bag?
A colonoscopy bag, yeah.
We're gonna need more.
Yeah, that would be. I think so.
Can you ask Dr. Nomad?
He would have had to specify that he was filling his bag. Like, he would have said, "Oh yeah, I'm just taking a shit right here,"
He'd probably like, hold on a second.
Yeah,
dude. That's a shout out to Big Beer Belly, Ernie Martinez, because when I had to talk with him, man, I said on the Insta story, I was getting comfortable shitting outside, dangerously comfortable, where I was just I was pressing the envelope more and more, and I realized I need to shit where I got water in a fucking sink.
Oh my god.
And a toilet.
Fair enough.
And also past guest of the podcast as well, Canary_Pasa, bro. He says that the towel and wet hair is always good, but weirdest is a mask. Thanks, 2020. What are you gonna do, right?
Yeah,
Wait.
no shit.
So she just got out the shower, but put the mask on.
No. I think he's meaning that there's two there. So one was the towel and wet hair is always good.
Yeah.
But the weirdest thing, people answering the door in a mask. I mean,
that's weird.
That's fucking 2020 for you. Trenton197 says, for sure had towels accidentally drop.
That's never happened.
Mm.
You, Dave?
What?
Justin? Has that ever happened to you? The towel accidentally dropped?
No, I've never seen, aside from that chicken or half open robe, no towel.
No. Trenton, where you at,
It seems
bro?
like people have a fetish, though. Like, people have a fetish for like getting naked
for delivery drivers. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Delivery drivers. It's like a fetish. Must be a fetish.
It is.
That is a good point.
True.
Do we have a somebody Google where that fetish is, so we can get that next host, next guest on.
There you go. J_Hill352. What up, Jay? He says, nothing. Have a nudist guy we call Naked Dave. He gets stuff on the regular. Stop pointing at me, Bobby. Other than that, there was a really old guy in a Geek Squad t-shirt and tidy whities. That was it, and the shirt was really short. Barf face emoji. Will Flow underscore. We got quite a few. Will Flow _81 says, "Oh man, it was a big dude in a Speedo, and I don't mean tall. Not a tall dude."
Oh man, God! Why that? It took me a minute to process.
Wait,
Or if you will, a E-reg. Right?
There you go. An E-reg.
An E-reg.
He had an E-reg. Yeah,
He's an E-reg.
He had an E-reg or he was an E-reg. There's two different things here.
I think he's saying he had an E-reg. He must have had an E-reg and Speedo.
Why'd you go there? At Joey Benningfield says, a rather large man wearing athletic shorts and no shirt with suspenders.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
that was in West Virginia. That was in
God, I was thinking about it. I was.
Christ.
God damn it, I was thinking about it.
fetish
fuck.
shorts too.
Also at High Key Heath. High Key.
Oh yeah, the
High
FedEx and UPS couple.
Keith Heath. Another cardboard couple?
Yeah, the husband works for and the wife works for.
No.
Well,
fuck.
Tom, stamp that.
Yep. Thank you, Bobby.
That bad boy.
Awesome, first one of the game. Yes.
What
and-
rivals though? That's beautiful. Sorry.
Yeah, that's awesome. They say a towel. ... No wet hair. ... No shower running. ... That's so
Oh.
that's going back to the fetish, I guess, if
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah.
There's a porn scene.
And, yeah, or that.
gonna start doing
Also at low key low shider. I'm just fucking butchering names tonight. Here we go, boys.
You're doing great. Sound it out.
I'm a
Clap it out.
-2 on the night. I had a guy that would get a signature required once or twice a week. Lock on the top of his screen door. He'd have to reach up to get. No pants. Balls out. Every time.
Just creepy.
It's a fetish, dude. I'm telling
Yeah,
you. People are like,
fucking
yes, here he
creepy.
comes.
Oh
Here he
yeah.
comes.
But why is it dudes?
Hey.
Always dudes. You know, there's oh fuck, I forgot what comedy special it was. But the guy perfectly described. He was like, "Yeah, women say they're kinky, and then this is why they're not." And he goes over this whole fucking like 15-minute skit, and at the end of it, it perfectly explains why women are nowhere close to crazy kinky as men are.
Interesting.
I'll look it up. I'll let you know.
Oh, men are pigs.
Fuck
I
yeah,
mean,
dude.
yeah, we're
it.
fucking assholes.
Except the 4 on this podcast right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right, thank you
Everybody
very much.
else, sorry. Yeah.
That's all right. at awesome _delivery _guy. He says, or she, I'm assuming it's a guy. It says awesome delivery guy. Old guy, 70s
Boom, bro.
ish.
22.
Loose hanging tighty whities with urine stain on the front. Signature required. This
Loose hanging
was
tidy
pre
whities.
2020 signature required. This was BC before COVID, if you will.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. That's
Before
sharp,
COVID.
Dave.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Yeah, tidy whities with urine stain. Ugh.
And they were loose, tidy whities with the urine stain.
So they were worn out, if you will.
Tight or loose, the urine stain.
The loose
Negative
and urine stain together puts a whole new horror to the fucking image that I'm picturing.
It just seems like it's a bunch of old guys who don't give a shit. Like they don't get dressed. They don't
Or
give
that,
a shit.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
it sounds like. Like screw it. I don't care.
That's gonna be us when we retire. Grab my gun.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I don't care.
Hey, I've
Come
had
on
it-
in.
I've had it happen to me fucking 8,500 times in my career. Fuck it. Also, all of our past guests chiming in. Miss Terrific here. Misty says, a man answered in women's lingerie. And then she also had another man answered in just a shirt. And she says, yes, I saw the tip.
I saw
Now,
that.
see, with
You
that,
saw it
that
too?
sounds intentional. That's like
No,
okay.
I didn't
Yeah.
see the tip. I just saw her
I
post
know.
saying it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we can all say like if Misty delivers to you Wednesday, you're gonna order something Friday and be like, "Oh, this is my favorite short T-shirt." I'm gonna answer the door, see what happens.
Well, yeah, but if you're getting if
what
you
an
know
icebreaker.
if you know Misty's going to be your delivery lady, you're going to answer in women's lingerie though,
No, that's where I draw the line.
because that might send
Cheetah thong.
mixed signals.
Yeah,
You know,
no, cheetah thong is the stop where I'm gonna stop at. T-shirt, cheetah thong, no lingerie.
God, that just sounds like. Is that Connecticut or West Virginia, man? God, I don't know anymore.
Tricky because the cheetah thong, you're thinking, wait, is that Tiger King? Like, I'm not sure. Is that Oklahoma, Florida?
All right, boys, almost done here.
Sorry,
Fish
Sorry,
at
bro.
Fish
Anyways.
Sean. I knocked on an apartment door and could hear a man and woman inside. The guy answered the door wearing a towel and told me that he just got a new couch and they were breaking it in.
Netflix and chill.
Dude, honesty is the best medicine sometimes.
It is.
Everybody says laughter the best. Well, I don't know. Honesty's not a bad thing either.
I think we
whatever
do
the
enough
fucking
laughing,
saying
so we
is.
need that other medicine. Anyways, at 531 Nick, this is a good one, says, delivering in a trailer park, a man answered the door. I thought it was Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. He turned
yes.
around. He turned around and was wearing assless chaps.
This I actually commented back to that guy because I said that I can't get out of my head because I fucking love Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, man. And I was like, he said bubbles and assless chaps, and I can't unsee it now that he when he that's a fucking perfect image. Well, not a perfect image. It's a
No, you said it. You said it.
I
That
did.
You
shit
can't
is
take that
recorded.
back. That's
That's
recorded.
it. It's over.
I can't control alt delete that, Dave.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh, that was a
But,
perfect.
I don't even know what Bubbles'
Assless
real name
chaps.
is. I don't even know when his birthday is. I feel ashamed, but
It's all right.
God bless him.
It's fucking-
Go ahead, Justin. You want to test Luke right now? Give
I
him.
know. I heard this last time.
Give him one.
I was thinking. You just said that. I was like, who can I stump him with? Oh, let's see. I don't know a lot of actors though, man. It's a thing. You ever seen 8 Seconds?
Fuck. I don't think so.
Lane Frost, the rodeo guy. What's his name? He's fucking in 90210.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know that one. That one would be one that would stump me. I was going to say, I was trying to think even Luke Perry, but I'm not even sure if I know
Luke Perry. It was Luke Perry.
It was Luke Perry.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe.
Luke Perry.
I feel like, I don't know Luke Perry, but I feel like he was born in I want to say 63, but that one I really don't know. That's complete shot in the dark. And I feel ashamed of that because Luke Perry's right in the wheelhouse of when I should have known and rest in
He's
peace.
kind of like a sitcom actor, right? Like you were looking.
Well,
at-
he did 90210 and he was in Riverdale.
Riverdale.
Riverdale, it's not really, it's kind of I don't know, it's really kind of kiddish, but it's a popular show.
Yeah.
I watched it a little bit, but I couldn't really, dude. Me and Ashley were watching it and we kept going like, kind of, I mean, it's just sort of like we're fucking 35 and 37, man. It was like, no, it's
Hey, who's that dude on Dawson's Creek? What was his name?
Boston?
James Vanderbeek, maybe?
There you go.
James Vanderbeek, 1990, or no, not 1990, Jesus, 1977.
No, he got it. He got it. Yeah, holy fucking mother, Jesus.
That's
incredible.
That's crazy.
It's
You know when
That's
when
weird.
he first did this, Dave. When he first did this, I thought he was estimating the time back. Like he would be like, okay, well, he's an actor. He's about 57 years old, and I thought he was doing math real quick, like just guessing. But
Oh
he
no,
legit-
I'm not
No.
that fucking smart.
When he started
Yo,
just
he
on
legit
the
had him
spot.
just boom.
Yeah.
I thought he would just guess.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's
I'm not that fucking clever to do the math algorithm, dude. I've got math. I had bonehead math at best in fucking college. Yeah.
fucking unreal, dude. Unreal.
I feel like all we've been giving him is males. So listen, how about Courtney Cox?
Courtney Cox, 1964.
Unstoppable.
All right. Hey, how about Michelle Gellar?
It's incredible.
Oh God, Michelle Gellar. What was she in? I can't think of her
Sounds
fucking.
familiar. I can't.
Michelle
name it.
Gellar?
Yeah. What shit was she in? Because some people I know their age, but I don't even know their
It's
fucking
Sarah
real name.
Michelle Gellar.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sarah
Sarah
Michelle
Michelle
Gellar,
Gellar.
1977 as well.
So, me and Mrs. Nomad were like unstoppable force. Meets an unmovable object.
Oh my God. All right.
And that takes a
Guys,
whole different
listen,
meaning when a
that's-
car runs into you. Go ahead.
That's gonna wrap it up. for
I love this shit. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, dude. Justin,
Yeah.
thank you for joining
Brother,
us,
it's
bro.
been good, man.
Oh my goodness. Don't go anywhere. Hang on the line here as we say goodbye. Guys, again, head over to upsandbrowns.com where you can find all your merchandise. Also, if you haven't yet, check out the WAP video.
Yeah.
Everybody's enjoying it if you want yourself a good laugh.
Dude. Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
And also, I'm gonna spoil this tonight for the people. The Saturday before Christmas.
Do it.
I'm doing
You
it.
sure? You're
Yeah.
gonna do it?
Yes. It's
All right, we're
it's gonna happen.
Then
So
we're gonna
this
commit.
Yeah, I'm committed. Full
Okay.
send, bro. Just like I was in those dance moves.
Full
That is committed.
Thank you very much. So the Saturday before Christmas, guys, listen. We are going to do, it's going to be around 2 hours. It's going to be around 2 hour live episode because we know this upcoming peak season is going to be absolutely insane. And just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. So it's going to be Saturday. We do not have a time yet. That is still to be announced, to be determined, TBD. And but the Saturday before Christmas, I believe, is December the 19th.
18th.
December the 19th, Bobby. Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
And so that evening, it's going to be sometime in the evening, we're going to be doing a live podcast, guys. We're going to be putting out a guest list for people that want to come on for about 5 minutes each and just chat with us, come up on the Zoom. It's going to be live. Not sure which platform yet. We're not sure if we want to do YouTube or Facebook for the live, but the link will be out there when we do it for everybody to join in and watch and have a good time, hang out with us, relax, get some popcorn, a beer, whatever your choice of drink is, water, whatever it is, or Bobby's empty glass of Manhattan.
Manhattan empty. Nice. I'm drinking Diet Dr. Pepper now like a badass.
So yeah, guys. So we're very excited for that and to get everyone on. We're also going to try and get on all the past guests as well, especially the favorites. I mean, Misty, Slammer, Mark,
K-Pasa, bro. So
Justin,
many.
I'm in,
K-
guys.
Whoever
you
wants
know
to
what I
get
mean?
on.
Exactly.
Justin
So-
might be, dude.
So
It's been a good
yeah,
one.
so K-Pasa, bro, that's right. How could I forget him? Duh. And so guys, we're super excited for that. Be on the lookout. More details to come. And what?
For the West Coast people though, because the time is TBD. For the West Coast folks, reach out to us, send a message to the podcast page. We're trying to figure out a time because we want to cater to you guys too, because we know a lot of us are going to have to work Saturdays. So we want to see, like, let us know what time you're finishing up because we're trying to get this so we can get everybody involved.
Hell yes.
So yeah.
Hell yeah. And then also a little fun fact as well. For the month of December, it's not going to be any new guests for the month of December because it's going to be crazy. Like I said before, we all know this already. And so we're actually going to be interviewing each other. So that'll be a fun one. There'll be an episode when Luke and Bobby will be interviewing me and Bobby be interviewing Luke, and me and yeah, you know what I'm fucking.
Me and
trying to
Luke
say. I
interviewing
lost.
Bobby. I know,
That's
dude.
it.
It confused me
That
too, man.
confused
That
the
was a
fuck out of me.
fucking. That's a
So,
lot. That's a lot.
It's gonna be 3 episodes in the month of December where it's gonna be just us interviewing each other, one person an episode, and then we'll have the big Christmas spectacular the Saturday before Christmas, guys. And so we're very excited for that. So stay tuned. Again, Justin, thank you for joining us today. We will see you guys next week.
Appreciate you, brother.